Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live streaming analysis with Grandmaster Suatatelik of the European Individual Women's Chess Championship 2013. Today he will be commenting games from the 8th round, which he has chosen, so I will just give him the word and he will...
So it's always difficult to sort them in a perfect order, but somehow now I feel like starting with the missed opportunity of Miss Papp, Hungarian player, who is very sharp. She plays very theoretical, and she was white against Tatjana Melamed, formerly from Ukraine, now representing Germany, if I am not mistaken. They started with this Taimanov move order, although all these names are a little bit confusing. Quickly went into a Scheveningen after f4 and d6. If black wouldn't like to play a Scheveningen setup, she should have chosen bishop b4, after which there is a huge theory once again. White could react by knight a4, known as the best theoretical move. But Melamed didn't she didn't get annoyed about this position. There's little to say about this position. Sometimes by Scheveningen, this comes with white having king on h1 or going for a4. Obviously, a4 setups, if the king is on h1 or not, it's not that crucial. But in the most attacking position, it was always thought like, for instance, queen e1. Then in only recent times, they started to enjoy the subtleties of this move d5. That's interesting. I mean, at the beginning, it was thought like white will do a lot of things, having one extra tempo. Not such a big tempo, because we know that this when you castle short, you may go to h1. When you castle long, you may go to b1. I mean, if you go to a1, it's a little bit exaggerated. We remember also games like king tucked to a1. But here it's some very slight, change of the structure, having the main point that this brings the game into a French, which is not considered like the most dangerous setup for black. Obviously, white is better, but black may react by it. And maybe Grandmaster Papp, she decided to avoid this possibility. She played first king h1, after castle she played queen e1. She could do it the other way around. First she could play queen e1, and after castle she could go with the king to h1. Came the exchanges. Everything is very well known. And now white has played queen g3. I mean, this is a very well investigated setup. Yesterday we got Branko Damjanovic, and he and Barlov, also very famous grandmaster, one of the best in Serbian chess in the last period. They were playing rook a e8, preparing for e5 in case needed with bishop d8. You may find it deep, but on the other hand, black needs activity. And you don't want to deploy your f8 rook, because I mean, we are sort of concerned about the safety of f7 pawn. Also, certain things are important for white, where to deploy the bishop at some moment, to d3 or to f3. With d3, always black has moves like knight h5. Then may go e5. In some certain setups it happens, or this kind of trick. In some others it doesn't happen. So we will see. So white is, for the moment, she doesn't need to protect e4, since her bishop is on d4 and she is controlling g7 square with a deadly threat. And Melamed has chosen rook a8, a favorite plan, that black wants to play one rook to 7th. If needed, the other one to e8, wants to deploy the bishop to c6 and wants to go maybe queen d8, queen a8. There are a lot of things. It's a little bit too many plans. Actually, black is ready to defend according to what white will do. So let's see what happened in transition. Everything normal so far. Even this is a theoretical move. I told you that Petra knows very well theory. This is the 17th move. And here, more or less, black was forced to play queen d8. And black has chosen bishop c6. This is very interesting. This is the important moment in the game. Now we have to really speak about the tactical alertness. You know, like maybe many people playing this game, they look, I mean, maybe even you are checking in front of your computer, say like, nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing is happening on the surface. Black is losing by simply this move, by the last move. And white could have played knight d5 with a terrible effect, because after e takes d5, e takes d5, comes also bishop takes f6, and comes also d takes c6, two threats at the same time. Both bishops are open, and white has a very big advantage if he is not winning. This is very important for today's chess. That before, you know, like I had the chance to play with people like, say, Geller, who would sit there, who would make very long plans. You know, during these plans, obviously he was also tactically alert. But when the theory went so far, and people somehow, in the last period, they gained the ability to play positions like in ping pong. Move comes to you, you make a little move, you don't lose something, you bring the game on and on. But then in this ping pong type of moments, you really have to be extremely tactical alert. If you are or you want to be a good player, this catches the point. This really finishes the game off in this level. And very bad turn of events for Petra Papp. She went to d1. Somehow it really looked like Grandmaster Melamed was on automatic pilot. You know, so she could play also queen d8 one move before. She knew the idea. It's called this finger failure. You know, the hand probably made this move, you know, this rook bishop c6, a move too early, allowing this tactical shot. But after that, you know, just not only white didn't accomplish this knight d5, but circled with her knight to there, and now also sort of blundered I mean, blunder is a big word. He sort of ran into this trick, after which, and after every move, black increased the lead. Won a pawn. I don't know if it's still technically, winning. Maybe white could do something better. Get upset with her position, went to h5. So protected against knight f6. So the game plays in some way itself. Like now e4 is gone. Yeah. Bad turn of events. Possibly indicating that before all these things, I mean, these moves are all in some way formal. Black has a very big edge, just protects herself, and at the same time with the last move really makes the threat. Obviously, rook takes h5 runs into rook takes f7. I mean, I didn't show much interest for the rest of the game. I have to really apologize, but if anybody asks why the knight is hanging that there is rook takes h5, and strong move rook takes f7, whichever wins the game. It looks like dangerous, yeah. But she shut that off, and black restructured their forces. Maybe they had some time trouble, gained some time. I don't know, too many repetitions that I may have a talk today about in these games. And eventually, black brought everything hit. And the final, I mean, this one is a real mistake. White didn't have a good day. It's obvious. I mean, it's very much obvious, and it's very much obvious for anybody who wants to improve in chess these days. Solve your combinations. Know about these one or two movers, like these simple tactics. I used to know that Ty, one of the most, accomplished tactical player of all times, he liked to watch children's chess programs. We also had it in this country. Sanja Vuksanovic was for a children's program, not only for chess in general, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes I was watching, when I was visiting neighboring countries, Bonio Ivanovic's program. I don't know if it is still on. So he was showing some game. Ty was patiently sitting and watching the simple, very simple, games and tactical exercises. There are some different schools for that. Some people, they prefer really very elaborated tactical exercises to solve. A couple of them during a limited amount of time. And some of them, they really want to solve tons of them, but in a shorter time. I don't know which one is true, and I believe that there is no formula about it. So the second one, like second game I have chosen, should be also